Alright, good morning everybody. Today's video, it's going to be a comparison between learning martial arts and the way we learn when we go to school. So here's the thing with martial arts. Usually martial arts, when somebody is eager to learn martial arts, or the parents of a kid is the parents of the kid want their kids to learn martial arts, they get very excited. The individual gets excited because they have this thought of what martial arts is going to give them. So they're already assuming whatever they see on TV, whatever they see somebody else doing, whatever they heard of when it comes to the martial arts, that's going to happen immediately. Now, we live in a world now, especially with millennials, Generation Z, I'm not even sure what generations are existing right now, but a lot of these new generations, they're looking for instant gratification, and that goes with almost everything. They want to have everything now, they want to do everything now. So the thing about my comparison with school and with martial arts is that both require a high level of patience. One, you're training the mind to learn, and you can't overflow your brain with knowledge. It requires rest. It requires, periods where you're not packing knowledge into your brain, so that your brain can have time to process what it's already learned. The same thing goes with the martial arts, is that you're learning a lot of things that are in a knowledge level and a physical level, and your body can only do so much per day. Also requires rest, requires recovery. So getting to it is that when you're about to learn martial arts, one thing you need to know is that, and what you're going to learn is a lot of patience and discipline, because the patience is going to be that you're going to get to a goal and a destination. You're going to learn what your body can and cannot do, but it's going to come with time, with repetition. A lot of repetition comes in the martial arts, and this goes as well to MMA fighters, boxers, especially boxers. A lot of boxers don't become good on their first day. Now, you could say some people might have a knack for it, some people might have a talent for fighting, for training, a physical talent, but there's still a lot of knowledge when it has to do with traditional movements. Not only that, I mean, to what I've encountered, some people that are physically able to practice martial arts are not really interested in doing martial arts to begin with. Some of them just want to keep up their physique to as maintenance when they go to the gym. Some people might want to do other sports. Some people might just see sports and training as a hobby, not a way of life. So the same way you learn when it comes to the martial arts is like school, for example. When you're in school and you're in kindergarten, your brain isn't fully developed to learn everything to begin with either way. So you're not going to teach, for example, an equivalent of algebra or calculus to a kindergartner or to somebody in elementary. The brain just doesn't, first of all, the brain won't be able to understand it due to the fact that the basics have not been learned. They probably don't know how to add, subtract, don't even know what numbers are. The same goes with martial arts, is that, if it's your first day in the martial arts and you have no training in any type of fighting, you're basically a kindergartner. You're in elementary. So even if, let's say, physically you're good, you have good stamina, you have good endurance, you're training your body to do complex movements. I mean, the example I use with boxing is that boxing has a certain stance that for me was very foreign. Even though I've been doing martial arts for some time, when I started doing boxing stances and using and punching with my rotator cuff, it was very foreign for me. But then, as time went by, I started adapting to it, and I actually started feeling better using those movements when I incorporated to my sparring. So, same thing with the martial arts. When you enter the martial arts, you got to realize you're a kindergartner. You're a first grader when it comes to learning the concepts of martial arts. You can't expect to be a really good fighter, even if you have a good physique, even if you're a first grader with a really good stamina, good strength. You still need to know a lot when it comes to coordination, comes to movement, applying power, speed to your punch. There's so many categories in the martial arts that being proficient in the martial arts, being a black belt or a black sash is equivalent to beginning to learn calculus. I mean, honestly, the way I see it is that if you made it to be a black sash or a black belt in any martial art, you basically graduated high school. And then now you're ready for calculus, which is the things they teach you once you're a black belt. People usually think becoming a black belt is the end of the journey, where in reality it's a beginning of understanding the philosophy and concepts of the martial arts. So when you're in school, it doesn't end in elementary, it doesn't end in high school. You start college. The thing is, now you have a choice. Are you going to go to college? Are you going to go to a tech school? Are you going to go to are you going to just get a job instead? So same thing applies to the martial arts. When you become a black belt, a black sash, now it is your choice to get to that level, but it stays your choice if you're going to continue with it afterwards. Are you going to pursue a life of martial arts after you've gotten your black sash, or is that it? Most people they like to end their journey at black belt because they feel they've reached their accomplishment. But honestly, you're basically maybe like 10 to 15% done with that journey. I mean, now you need to develop maturity in order to learn movements that are gonna save your life one day. There's a lot of things that a lot of martial arts teach you once you reach a certain level that's equivalent to a black belt. So your school doesn't end there, the same way that your school doesn't end in high school. Now, you could say, okay, well, I'm the type of person that I didn't go to college after high school. I just got my high school diploma, and that's it. I'm working and I'm successful, and that's great. Again, same thing goes to a black belt. Maybe being a black belt, everything, all the basics you learn is all you need to survive throughout your day to day. You don't have to master martial arts by continuing after your black belt. But it doesn't mean it's over. It just means you've decided to stop. So, hope this concept helped. Hope this concept helped for parents. So whenever they enroll their kids into the martial arts, they realize that when their kids are like, "Oh, I don't like this," it's because there is a lot of repetition, a lot of patience required. If you're a child, having patience it's not really easy. And I mean, not to talk bad about our new generation, but I mean, the data, the statistics are there that a lot of them are looking for instant gratification. They're not the type of people to plant a seed to watch a tree grow. They want to buy the tree already grown and plant it on the ground. So a lot of them, when they get into martial arts, they want to already learn that black belt mentality in their first month when they haven't even learned how to walk. So again, this is the combatants philosophy. It's the name of this channel, so it's things that I've picked up and things that I've learned, things that I've seen in students from when I was a student in the 1990s compared to the students that I see now in the 2020s. All right, well, again, leave your comments. If you agree or disagree, feel free to comment on there. I usually try to respond to everybody regardless of the nature of the comment. I leave it open for anybody to criticize or to agree. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. Bye-bye.